Hey, this is Aristotle from Vertical Cube. Welcome to another episode of Warehouse Continuous Improvement. We are going to talk about warehouse worker interview questions and answers. So stick around and enjoy this lesson.
Hi friends. It feels great to see you again. This is Sam, and, in this lesson, we have compiled commonly asked interview questions, plus example answers to help you prepare in your interview for a warehouse job. Before we begin, please do not forget to hit like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get updates of our valuable lessons. Your support and subscription will make us feel motivated to creating more helpful videos. So, here are the introductory statement and the several common interview questions. Your interviewer will probably begin the conversation by asking you a few questions about yourself. They want to know about your experience, how you got the job, and why you think you would fit in generally. The idea here is to be brief and direct in your response, and to only include professional information that is pertinent to the job, rather than telling personal stories about your friends or your favorite color of automobile. The 15 questions that will come after do not include this section. This is how you should format your response if your interviewer asks you to tell him about yourself. Just over 3 years ago, I started working as a store supervisor at AYG Holdings, where I prepare reports, receive items, complete transfer orders, and take phone calls. I adore the energetic and active atmosphere. I spent 5 years as a warehouse associate in retail prior to working at AYG Holdings. My ability to provide excellent customer service was honed while working in a warehouse. It also gave me the capacity to function quickly under pressure. I have enjoyed and grown in my current role, but wish to expand and utilize my warehouse expertise in an environment wider in scope. I am interested in your warehouse because of its reputation for delivering efficient service to your clients in a lively, dynamic environment. Question number 1. Why do you want to work in our warehouse? Employers frequently ask questions like these to see if you are motivated and, most importantly, if you understand the duties of the position. So, here is the suggested answer. I have had a long-standing interest in logistics, and I believe that my knowledge of organization, stock management, and health and safety could make me a valuable member of your workforce. In addition, I enjoy working in a team environment and believe that physical activity should be a part of every job. Question number 2. Can you tell me about you and your warehouse experience? To answer this interview question, highlight 3 impressive facts. First, is the amount of experience you have in working in the warehouse sector. Second, are any relevant qualifications like warehouse management certificate, and lastly, is your ability to work within a team. My answer tip is, I have more than 5 years warehouse experience as a storekeeper, or I have just recently finished education studying in warehouse and logistics management. And while working at AYG Company, I was responsible for picking orders that are always accurate to the sales orders, checking for damages to products and palletizing the goods ready for dispatch. I also have a full forklift truck license, which means I can work both in an open yard or in the main warehouse floor. Question number 3. How would you react if someone asks for a warehouse material but does not provide request paper or refuses to sign for it? And why would you respond this way? Now, consider this answer. I would not give any material to an employee if he wouldn't sign for it because I'd be in a position of great responsibility. I would also inform a supervisor about the aforementioned situation. I would react this way because I believe it is a criminal activity if one utilizes the tool for personal use. It is prohibited if an employee does not want anyone to know that he has taken a warehouse property. Question number 4. What do you do to remember where a large number of goods are located in the warehouse? My suggested answer to this question would be, in my previous position at AYG Company, they had a huge warehouse with several items that required daily packing and cycle counting. It was crucial to know where all the essential items were kept for this position. When I first started, I made a note of which areas the most popular items were kept in, which helped me locate these items fast. For other items, I spent time reading the SAP storage system to memorize where goods were kept. Question number 5. What qualifications and training do you have that are applicable to working in a warehouse? With this question, the employer wants to make sure that you have the necessary qualifications to do the job. But if you don't have any formal training or certifications, your further responses can tell you more about what you have previously learned on the job. To answer this question, you may say, I have a warehouse management diploma and a forklift operator certification. Additionally, I have completed regular OSHA training courses that have equipped me with the knowledge and abilities I need to transport, handle, and dispose of potentially harmful substances. Question number 6. Do you have any knowledge in using any software that you might utilize in your role as a warehouse employee? Many businesses, including storage and warehousing, can benefit from computer technologies. Your understanding of initiatives that might be useful for your job will be put to the test by this question. You ought to be able to describe particular programs you have used in the past and how they were beneficial. Here is the suggested answer. Today, warehouse management software is a crucial component of almost all business sectors. For my part, I enjoy SAP. This software is now cloud-based and provides many warehouse management functions on a single platform. I can use the application to handle both receiving and shipping. Question number 7. What would you do if you observed other employees neglecting to follow safety procedures? To ensure the safety of you and others, you have a duty to follow the safety regulations in your workplace. In order to improve safety and prevent unfavorable workplace encounters, an interviewer might assess your capacity to address a coworker in a professional manner. Here is the ideal way to answer this question. This can be a difficult scenario, especially if you want to develop solid, reliable relationships with your coworkers. However, I would not think twice to stop immediately any coworker, or even a boss, from engaging in an activity that disobeys safety regulations, and I would notify senior management of anyone who did so again. I believe it's imperative to consistently convey the significance of workplace health and safety. Question number 8. Have you faced an unexpected challenge at work? Tell us about it. You should select a specific situation from your work history to illustrate your capacity for flexibility in problem solving for this question. Describe the circumstances, your involvement in the problem, the steps you took to solve it, and the outcome. To answer this question, you may say, when I was a storekeeper, a coworker from another shop came in to pick up a pair of safety shoes he had ordered a few days earlier. However, when I went to pick up his order, I discovered that the pair of shoes had unintentionally been issued by another store employee to someone else. I made a call to one of our other store locations and asked them to keep the identical shoes in the requested size. I shipped it the next day to the person who made the original request. Question number 9. Do you understand the role of a storekeeper? And what is storekeeping? This is your chance to let the interviewer know about your ability to clearly and precisely outline the roles of a storekeeper. You can talk about general to specific description of storekeeping, which is an integral task of every warehouse employee. Here is the suggested answer. A storekeeper maintains records, receipts, and warehouse organization. He is in charge of managing the inventory and reporting when stock is low. The storekeeper also receives and issues materials and reports current conditions of stocks. Storekeeping is the task of maintaining safe custody of all types of inventories and non-stock items. It is a specialized and important function of material control that is especially concerned with the physical storage of goods. Question number 10. How would you manage inventory requirements, including when to place new product orders? This question is posed by warehouse managers to test your capacity to manage stocking requests. Depending on the stores you have worked at in the past, your responses may vary. It can be beneficial to provide a specific instance of a stock order, along with the actions you did to satisfy a store's needs and any stocking difficulties. Here is the suggested answer. I look at the most recent order and determine how long it takes for a product to run out while evaluating shop inventories. For instance, to get the daily requirement, I would divide the quantity of the original product by the number of days the business will be open. I would then take into account additional elements, such as the season, to determine if we required more or fewer products. For instance, I always stock up on more blankets in the early days of December and order more raincoats in the late summer to ensure we have enough available for the approaching rainy season. Question number 11. What efficiency improvement and organization plans would you implement inside the warehouse? You will have full training once you start in the role, so this question is really intended to see if you have a bit of common sense and a good understanding for efficiency and organization skills in the workplace. You can demonstrate that you know the basics of 5S methodologies as well. Here is the suggested answer. The efficiency of the warehouse is critical for the timely delivery of goods and the management of inventories. I have always attempted to combine contemporary technology into warehouse operations to bring about innovation as well as to eliminate non-value-adding activities. I have always made an effort to educate people about the steps that should be taken to eliminate time-wasting tasks. I have attempted to maximize the utilization of available space and upkeeping of the warehouse by employing 5S methodologies. Question number 12. What is your most notable accomplishment? One of the most difficult and frequent questions you may anticipate during a job interview is this one. Your response reveals a great deal about you as a candidate. Additionally, the question frequently separates the perfect candidate from an ordinary one. Here is the suggested answer. I really believe that striving for success usually comes from hard work. Throughout my career, I have worked hard to go above and beyond to deliver great performance in my field. I shipped over 50,000 line items to other stores within the first quarter of this year without delays and with accuracy, and the manager acknowledged me for my efforts by giving me a special incentive and salary increase. I also received an invitation to the board of directors meeting, where I received a gift from the director as thanks for my work. Question number 13. What are the qualities that a warehouse leader needs to be successful? Here is the suggested answer. Throughout my career, I have continually tried to improve my abilities to be a good warehouse worker. I have several key characteristics that make me an effective warehouse lead, such as effective management skills, excellent team player, good leadership qualities, efficient in paperwork and transfer orders, good knowledge about the appropriate usage of tools, learning about the standard operating procedures of loading, unloading, and shipment procedure. Question number 14. What would you do as a warehouse leader if you assign a work to an employee, but he refuses to perform it? This question may be asked during an interview to find out how you handle conflict and lead a team with varied priorities. You can discuss your experience with task delegation and the methods you have found to be most successful in response to this question. Here is the suggested answer. Delegation, in my opinion, is a crucial component of effective management. I would approach the worker and ask as to why he declined the task in order to resolve this situation. I would take advantage of the circumstance to improve my managerial skills and give the employee the resources or training they need if they are overworked or unsure how to perform the assignment. Question number 15. Can you describe the daily routine of a warehouse worker or a storekeeper? Don't exaggerate your current position, describe a normal productive day. Include some of your routine tasks and make them realistic. Here is the suggested answer. A typical day in my previous job role started with opening the warehouse, looking at the records, cycle counting the inventory, and managing the day's incoming and outgoing products. Then preparing orders by processing requests and supplying orders that included pulling materials, packing parcels, placing orders in the staging area, and a lot more. Friends, this is the end of the first chapter of Warehouse Worker Interview Questions and Answers. Please do not forget to support this channel by clicking the subscribe button. Once again, this is Sam. Thank you and see you in our next video.